I voted for Trump and I'm sorry. I am uneducated. I grew up in public school system. I believed anything a teacher and a principal told me, and I didn't question it, and I walked in a straight line, and I didn't use critical thinking skills, okay? I didn't read Project 2025. I have a disabled child. I'm a single mom of 3. I believed what he said in his campaigns, and I fucked up, and I'm sorry, okay? Now, we're wanting accountability across the board. It starts with the people like me that made a mistake. I'm admitting it. The first step to progressing in anything is admitting that there is a problem. There was a problem in my judgment. I did not do my due diligence in my research, and I voted in a system that I had not enough awareness and knowledge of until shit started hitting the fan. So if you come for me in the comments and you start all of this hatred, because what we have right now are the people that voted for Trump and that are hiding and that they don't agree, like me, like I was until I'm making this video right now. And then we have the people that didn't vote, and then we have the people that voted for someone else, okay? And then most of all, what we have are citizens of the United States, we the people, complaining that this administration needs to take accountability. We start by leading by example, okay? So if you come for me in the comments with hatred and resentment, because what you have is a resentment for the people that voted for this, that you're a part of the problem. Please accept my apology so we can unite, come together, and move on. Let's lead by example. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Hello, it is your pasty pal here with another rant for you. What am I ranting about today? Well, that's a good fucking question. It's MAGA, of course. And what is the subject? It's MAGA's empty apologies. I just watched this video of a mid-20s young woman speaking about the fact that she is sorry for her vote. In that video, she explains that she is a single mom of 3, one of her children being disabled, right? She also states that she was undereducated in public schools, ignorant, and had no critical thinking skills. So she was incapable of making those educated decisions when she voted. She listened to what he said on the campaign trail, and she liked it, so she voted for it, right? She listened to what he said on the campaign trail and still voted for him. She listened to what all of us people said about him and still voted for him. And now she's sorry. Why is she sorry? I can tell you why. Because she is a single mom of 3. She is a white woman who probably receives state benefits or government benefits, especially Medicaid and disability for her young child who has a disability. Why is she sorry? Because she's going to be affected by this. Because she's going to lose her Medicaid, her SNAP, her EBT, her TANF. She is going to lose the disability that she gets for her child to take care of that child. She is going to lose that all. She is now in danger, and so is her child. If her child is in school, he's going to lose his IEP. So now she's scared because it's going to affect her. She didn't care when it was going to affect black women. She didn't care when it was going to affect immigrant women. She didn't care when it was going to affect the LGBTQ+. She didn't care until it started affecting her. And this is why I feel that these apologies are disingenuous. And this is why I will not just forgive and forget you motherfuckers for doing what you've done. Because your sorries are too late. No apology now is going to save us from what's to come. The damage is done and being and progressing even more every day. There's no backtracking. There's no fixing it with a sorry. We are here, and we are seeing concentration camps be assembled. We are watching ICE agents and Marines steal people off the streets without due process and send them away, and we don't even know where they're going. Right? We are watching the fall of America, and you're sorry now because it's going to affect you. So let me tell you something, Crystal_Scar_Wars. I don't give a fuck about your apology. What I care about is your action. So get out there. Go to your town halls. Call your Republican senators and Congress people. Back all of your Democratic nominees that are coming up in the midterm elections. Get out there and do the fucking work. Because if you're not going to do the work, you're not sorry. You're just scared. And your fear means nothing to me while I am afraid. While I am nervous. While I am terrified that my chronically ill wife is not going to get the care she needs. While my child with an IEP is going to lose his benefits at school. So save me your fucking tears, do the work, or shut the fuck up.
Hey, Echo Room family, what's good? I hope you're all taking care of yourselves, holding it down out there. I see you, I feel you, and as always, thank you for rocking with the channel, for supporting this work, and for continuing to push these conversations forward. Today, we are talking about something complex: regret, accountability, and the long shadow of a vote cast in ignorance. Big shout out to the original creators of the video and everyone who's been stitching, commenting, and engaging with it across platforms. This one hit a nerve, and for a good reason. So let's dive into the rest of the video and we'll be back for more commentary.
There's a super viral video of a woman apologizing for voting for Donald Trump. She says she didn't use critical thinking skills. She didn't do her own due diligence. She didn't read Project 2025. She just believed everything that Donald Trump said. She also said that accountability is the first step to moving forward, which I agree. And this isn't just directed towards her. This is directed towards all of the people who voted for Trump and are now regretting it and apologizing. Don't just apologize for voting for Trump. I would like apologies for how nasty the Trump supporters have been towards the people who were against voting for Trump. Don't just apologize for your vote. Apologize to the people who were trying to educate you to vote better in your own best interest, because y'all were nasty. And if you want us to accept that apology, you should apologize to us too. Thank you.
Okay, so if you come for me in the comments with hatred and resentment, because what you have is a resentment to the people that voted for this,
Yeah.
that you're a part of the problem. Please accept my apology so we can unite.
That's not it.
Come together and move.
So I'm going to preface this video by saying that two things can be true at once. And one of those things is that it's brave and it is difficult to publicly take accountability for wrongdoing and apologize. The other thing that is true is that there are millions of people whose lives have been either taken or irrevocably changed by the administration that you supported. And for me and all the other white women in your comments, it's very easy for us to say, you know what? Welcome back to reality. I personally have made many videos about how we really need to accept former Trump cult members. But that is because I am coming from an extreme place of privilege. I have not been kidnapped off the street and disappeared without even being charged with a crime or accused of a crime and sent to a fucking concentration camp. I haven't lost my entire livelihood. I haven't fucking died because of lack of access to abortion care. So while it's easy for me and those like me to say, welcome back to reality, I'm glad you're here, you're not entitled to anybody's forgiveness, especially people who have fucking lost everything because of what you contributed to. So those are the two things that are true at once.
I voted for Trump and I'm sorry.
This video is one of the key reasons why No Small Act was founded. It's to bring as many people together as possible, to provide a safe space for people to land when they start to regret the vote that they made for Trump, that they have somewhere that they can go that's not going to attack them with a fuck around, find out. They're not gonna provide a gotcha mentality. It's a space that we can actually all productively, proactively, positively work together to bettering the systems for everyone. It's a county by county network. We're working together to bridge the organizations that are already doing such great work, just in a very siloed capacity. We're working together to connect people, to provide support, to be a place where people can have their hope reignited, to be a place that we take action together. We're also a place that if you can't protest, I know people immediately think activism, that they have to be able to go protest. And for whatever reasons, many of us cannot go out and protest. But I want you to know that there are many, many other ways that you can be taking action, both small and big. Every action has a consequence, good or bad. It all has ripples. If that sounds like something you're interested in, go to nosmallact.com and sign up to join us there.
Welcome back, fam. So let's set the stage. A young white woman, mid-20s, recently posted a video that's gone viral. In it, she does something a lot of people never will. She admits she voted for Trump and she regrets it. And not just casually, she's emotional, raw, and self-aware. She says she was uneducated by public schools, lacked critical thinking skills, and didn't know enough at the time to understand the long-term impact of her vote. She's a single mother of 3, one of whom is disabled. And now that the policies she once voted for are about to dismantle the very programs she relies on, Medicaid, SNAP, and disability support for her child, she's scared. Let's stop right there and say something clearly. It takes guts to say all that in public. It takes a level of humility, honesty, and yes, bravery to get on camera and admit that your vote helped build a system that's now threatening your own survival. So first off, let's give her some credit. She didn't have to say anything. Most people wouldn't. But now, let's talk about the part that's harder. Because what she also said and what she didn't say shines a spotlight on a deep issue in American politics, the empathy gap. See, she regrets her vote now that it's impacting her kids, her benefits, her safety net. But where was the empathy when these same policies were aimed squarely at Black women, at immigrants, at queer and trans folks, at disabled communities who were warning everyone what was coming? She didn't listen then. And that's not just a personal mistake. That's a pattern. Over and over, American politics operates on the principle that something's only a crisis when it reaches white, working class, middle America. Until then, it's just controversial. And look, this isn't about shaming her. If anything, her honesty exactly what we've been demanding, that people take responsibility, that they reflect, that they come clean. But as the stitched response video said, and rightly so, sorry alone isn't enough. There is no do-over button for a vote that helped enable ICE roundups, abortion bans, anti-LGBTQ+ legislation, and a massive rollback of civil rights. The consequences are already in motion, and they are not theoretical. People have lost their lives. Families have been torn apart. Healthcare has been gutted. Communities have been shattered. So when you say, I'm sorry, you have to follow that with action, organizing, showing up, calling lawmakers, voting differently, educating others. That's what makes an apology mean something. Now, here's the deeper analysis Echo Room needs us to wrestle with. Why did this happen in the first place? Because America failed this woman too. The education system failed her. The media failed her. And American politics, both parties, have spent decades treating working-class white voters like pawns in a game of power retention. She was sold a story that immigrants were taking her jobs, that Black folks were the real welfare problem, that trans people in bathrooms were the biggest threat to her kids, that Trump A billionaire who's never stepped foot in a Dollar General was the answer. And in a country that doesn't teach critical thinking, that story sold well until the bill came due. So here's what I want to say to her and to anyone watching who sees themselves in her. Thank you for speaking up. Seriously, it matters. You are not the only one who was misled, manipulated, or misinformed. You are not alone in your regret, but you are responsible for what you do next. Voting is not just about what feels good. It's about what protects the most people. And when you know better, you do better. And for my viewers out there who have every right to feel angry, exhausted, or unforgiving, I see you too. You have been sounding the alarm for years. You have paid the price early. You have watched people ignore your warnings, then come back asking for grace. You don't owe forgiveness. You owe yourself peace, safety, and power. If you choose to be gracious, that's your gift. If you choose to hold the line, that's your right. So, as we close this out, let's hold space for truth, for courage, and for accountability. Let's make sure apologies are the start of something, not the end. Let's keep naming the systems that failed all of us and fight to replace them with something better. And if you are new to this side of the conversation, welcome. But don't just watch, get involved. Now, let me know in the comments, do you think apologies like hers help the movement or come too late? Have you seen others around you starting to wake up politically? Where do you draw the line between grace and accountability? And again, major thanks to the original video creators for our vulnerability and to the teachers who responded with depth, clarity, and justified fire. This is Echo Room Vibes. Stay sharp, stay strong, and above all, stay unapologetically aware. From Echo Room Vibes, peace out.